I'm going to wait for everybody to get in because I'm a few minutes early. So, there we go. I've been waiting for this to start. I don't read French. I don't understand French. So therefore, now let's get the chat popped out. Well, wait a minute now. I want to get the size and everything just right. Whoops. There we go. F11. Live chat. I don't know why my chat box is so small compared to other channels. No. Let me just, there's got to be something I can. Why is the chat not coming up? Why is it not allowing me to put it up near the top? This is weird. All right. It's not letting me go to the chat. All right. So let me just try this one more time. Give me a second, folks. Manage video. That's a little too bright in my eyes. Let's try this again. After what I've been dealing with for the last few weeks, it's little things don't bother me anymore. Okay, there's you. Let's do this. No. Okay, now. Now, why is my chat box so small? My chat box is about this big all across the screen, no matter how big I make it. And I don't know how to make that box any bigger. Hide chat, show chat. It's showtime. It's funny. It's smaller than the rest. Maybe I'll have to look in it at my listings. Bless you, darling. I'm only seeing 2 lines of the chat at a time, folks. I don't know what's going on, but just give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to go back and see if I can't fix this in the settings. Otherwise, I don't see the chat at all. I see 2 lines, and it goes by so quick. All right, here we go. Let's go here. View your channel. Where are the settings? Customize channel. Maybe this would be a good place to look. I'll be right with you. I know I'm just hitting my time here, but let's look in the settings. Channel settings. Keywords, advanced settings. Manage YouTube account. I don't know why my chat box is so small. I really, really don't. So I'm just going to have to live with it. There we go. F11. Okay, I can see 4 lines now. How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? I'm going to go behind the fan and use my puffer. And then we will get started. You're getting rain tonight. Where are you, Cripple Creek? Like state, province? What does it mean when your toes are cramping? It means, like, are they like cramping? You can't get them unkinked? That's just that's muscle cramps. You need more magnesium. You need more magnesium. Soak them in a hot water and Epsom salts for a while. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, okay, I'm going to let folks come in because like I said, I'm not going to be good at seeing the chat because it's not allowing me to see. If I could just somehow pull this box down more or push it up more. Wait a minute. Nope, that's not the cinema mode. Does that work? That gives me more chat. There we go. Cinema mode, what's this? Mini player, no. Default view, no. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to do this on cinema mode, not cinnamon mode. Camping, I see lots of van life. I'm massaged defeat in the toes and then, hey, Sherry Leach. I've had a pretty good day. Did the dishes, got the laundry caught up, got the bathroom finished cleaning, except the floors. I never did get the floors done. Hey, Becky. All right. There's 67 people here. Foots and cracked toes. Hi, Leanne. Okay, I'm gonna pop out the participants list. Now remember, if you want me to say hi to you, you must say hello in chat so that I can have your name on my participants list that shows me everybody who's participating in the chat. So I can pop this out and say, hello, Alice Silva, Barefoot Chickens. Hey, Brenda Hoffer, Button. Hello, darling. Aloha Seashell. Carmen, Cripple Creek Farm. Emerald Skies. That's Becky. Jennifer. Freaky Geek. It's been a minute. Joe Mama, how you doing, honey? Are you back from Cleveland? Candy, Kathy Ponder. KB Canner. Leanne Bishop. Linda Bopp. Sandra Volmar, Sherry Leach, Terry McKinney, Tina Elliott, Willis Garden, and Wilma Baker. I see two names that I don't recognize, and that is Sandra Volmar and Wilma Baker. Are you guys new, or are you just new to commenting? All right, let me get this back here. Go back out to the live chat. Back to the live chat. Sharon, the hospice nurse says she believes mom has 72 hours or less to live. I have to give her morphine and Ativan every 2 hours. Wow. That's a lot, honey. And you know, a lot of people say that, you know, it'll be a relief. You think it will be a relief. But there's a part of you that always holds your breath for the last moment of a miracle. You know what I mean? So don't be upset if you find that there's no relief in her passing. The only person who's going to get relief is your mom. Where am I going here? You know, and all you can do is be there and be a comfort and make her comfortable. Has she stopped drinking and taking food? That's the first question, right? It's a horrible time. The opera, what are we talking about? Watching your videos. Hi, Michelle. There's another name, Bostock. And lives, I don't comment a lot, but I always watch. Well, thank you, darling. No water or food. Yeah, that's the 7. Yeah, that's then the hospice nurse is right on the money, because they usually they automatically know, not up here, but the body knows, and it starts no longer needing water, no longer, because it's taking that time. It doesn't want food and water. It just wants to rest. It just wants to rest. And food and water, if you force it on them, can actually make the passing harder, right? Because their body, they're doing exactly what their body is telling them to do, which is to slowly shut down and pass. And we're with you, Sharon. Okay, honey? We're lifting you up in prayer. We're lifting you up in our hearts. And you got a rocky road ahead of you. But you're going to be okay, because God's got you in the palm of his hand. Okay, let's say this God is the only one that I will give the they, them pronouns to. How about that? Okay. I don't mean to crack a joke. I'm just saying it's, this is not the first time that, people go through this. And here's something I want you to hear from me. Okay. If I could have been with my dad when he passed, I would have done it gratefully, just to be there. So heartbroken I was that God actually gave me a vision of how my dad died. And it was beautiful. Except in the reality, my father was facing the wall, but in my vision, he was facing me so that I could see. God works in mysterious ways, right? But so take this time to understand that you don't have to grieve yet. Your mom's still with you. Take this time, sit, talk to her, tell her your memories. Even if she can't respond, say, do you remember when? And blah, blah, just keep it going. Keep up the positive love and the memories and all of these things, because the last thing to go is the hearing, right? So you just take this time, grieve later. Take this time as a precious gift to be with your mom, because she was there when you came into this world, and you're going to be there when she goes out. And that's really something a lot of people, many, 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 many people never get that chance, right? Absolutely. So don't grieve yet. So what if there's 72 hours? You got 72 hours to go through all your love and all your memories and all those times with her. Okay? My husband didn't eat or drink either. I was so upset. He took his last breath, 11/11, May 28th, 2022. Oh, honey. Hey, Carol, how are you? Oh, I'm no jewel, honey. I'm just a hunk of quartz. I sometimes shine. I sometimes glow. But I'm still a rock. You know what I mean? Hey, Ninja Clan Kathy, how are you? Well, please don't put me on a pedestal. The fall. It's a high place. The fall is steep and my bones are brittle. I am just a person who struggles every single day to live a rigorously honest life and be where I'm supposed to be. And right now, with my computer down and my harvest finished, I'm not supposed to be doing anything but being with you guys, right? My late hubby was brain dead and an organ donor, so we had a few days to spend with him until the surgery. Oh, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Grief is a process. And, it's not the first time that we know someone is passing. And, honest to God, if I was passing, I'd want a party going on around me. Seriously, dudes, if ever you hear that I'm dying of a terminal illness. Let's have a party. Just before I go into that, I don't want to eat or drink anymore. Come on down. Let's have a jig. Party with me. I want to go out with the sounds of life all around me. So, hey, Candy. Why my dad responded when I sang to him as he was passing. He heard, absolutely. Put her on a pedestal with a jolly jumper. She setting, she falls. She gets her bound. You know what? Oh, God love ya. You've learned to be strong. Maybe I gave you some ideas. But you learned to be strong. I didn't teach you that. You learned that all by yourself, honey. Hi, Lisa from Texas. How's it going? Joey, baby, you're not crazy. I had a jerk of a doctor tell my husband he only had 48 hours to live and he would be dead in less, probably. Who pissed on his cornflakes that morning? I had attitude like that, I'd go right back and put a dump in it. That's horrible. Hi, Charlene. How are you, darling? Hey, Amazon. Yeah, seriously. I don't want people walking around going, oh, no. Put on the music. Light some candles. If you smoke a joint. God, yes, smoke a joint. You know what I mean? Hi, Donna. Bumfluff. Hey, sweetheart. They punctured his lung and he had pneumonia. Oh, my God. That's horrible, Willows. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. Hi, Donna. You all rigged up for tomorrow night? Remember, tomorrow is Friday. What happens on Friday, patrons? We partay for about an hour and a half. So we already did it on Monday night this week, but we're gonna party tomorrow night. I'm not going shopping tomorrow. Howie's just gonna pick up what we need. I was gonna pick up more stuff for the pantry, but I'm gonna do that next week. So, yeah, absolutely, the doctor. So, I had a little panic attack. I couldn't find my little women book, but we're doing that at 9. But until then, hey, Mary Lindsay, you all set for Freaky Friday? Hammer down my walking cane, hammer down my hat. Hurry now, I won't be late, 'cause we ain't got time to chat. You and me, we're going out to catch the latest sound. Guaranteed to blow your mind so high it won't come down. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. I love that song. God, I love that song. We're with you, Sharon. As much as we try and lighten things up, we are with you, sweetheart. Don't ever think you're alone in this. We lift you up in prayer and in love, okay? And take this time to really enjoy your mom. You may not think she's all there, but she is. So talk to her, sing to her, put some old movies on, put some music on. Hi, Kathy. I did not hear very well and never heard what the words were for that song that you were doing until you just did that. It's the Rubber Band Man. I still don't know all the words. Do 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 do. I had a very good day today. The government funding for my son's disability aids came in, so I was able to order them for him. Oh, that's awesome, honey. That's awesome. So yes, patrons, Freaky Friday. I have no idea what channel it's going to be on, but we're going to have some fun. Regardless. Howie? Excuse me. Is there a reason the bathroom door's open and the fan's running? Well, could you shut the bathroom door? I have to do some smudging. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize I was tired. Excuse me. I found this old phone. And I thought, I bet you I could charge it. It's 100% charged. Now, how do we turn this on? Oh, it's this button up here. Look at this. I now have another working phone. And I bet you. All right, that's good to know. See, I have old phones. And they're good for stuff, right? You're making memories for the future. Don't forget that your mommy is going home. That's right. You know why we're so sad? Is because people say, oh, it's because we don't know. We don't, yeah, you don't need to know. You really don't need to know where they're going. We're sad because we're left behind. That's what the sadness really is, right? Is that they're going on a really big adventure without us. And we're stuck back dealing with reality, dealing with life in these bodies that are no longer functioning well. And we've had 2 grandbabies since we last spoke, Hudson and Maeve. Oh, those are beautiful names. Hi, Pam. How's it going? I gave my son my old phone to use on Wi-Fi. It's good to just get on YouTube. Well, I was thinking about, giving it to my grandson as a toy, but I don't think his parents would approve. So I think I'm going to, well, it's not really doing anything, is it? What's going on here? I don't know how this works. Howie, how does this old phone work?
No idea.
Well, it's yours.
How long ago?
Huh?
How long ago?
I don't know. It's an HTC.
Long time ago.
Well, it's charged. I just can't get it to get off the front page.
I don't know. Try swiping.
I'm swiping.
Anyway, I cannot help you. I'm not dressed for the occasion.
You're not dressed for the occasion. Okay, sweetheart. Are you watching TV? All right, my darling. I love you. You want pancakes for breakfast? Okay, I love you. With blueberries, yes, darling. Well, the thing is maybe, let's get it out of the case. And maybe I can check and see if, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with this phone. But let me see if I can't see if there's a SIM card in it that needs to be taken out. And that won't fit. That's too big. We need something thinner, thinner, thinner. Like a sewing needle. There we go. Put the back end in. And push. Good heavens. I got a brooch here. It's the only jewelry I really wear is brooches. My Christmas tree brooch. Nan always gives me a brooch. for Christmas. All right, let's see. Okay. Now, wow, a 16 gigabyte media card. So that's pretty good. Whoops. How do we get this out? Oh, no, that's the thing. All right, so the SIM card's gone. The SIM card thing's gone. It's empty. Oh, and it changed the board for me. I'll play with it tomorrow. I'll play with it tomorrow. This is, I just realized I'm wasting your time. I'm sorry, guys. Get it back in the case. And we'll deal with this tomorrow. For God's sake, Bev. Do it right the first time. Hey, Lacey Black, Jennifer. Jiminy Cricket, Jiminy Jacks. You make my heart go clickety-clack. Tweedle, tweedle, tweedle-dee. No, it won't shut off. I've probably got it on. I don't care. I'll look at it tomorrow. Squeaky Nips, g'day. How's it going? Anyway, you could give me a feel about my son, Richie. He's 39 and he hates me. So you want a card is what you're saying, Carol. Whoops. Shoot. Let's get this back down. Oh, come on. Stop being a doofus. Here we go. I'm 7 in all. Okay. Let me do some smudging here. All right. Where's my abalone shell? You're not alone when you're with me because you're right across. I'm right across the table. That's right. Okay. Carol. 1, 2, or 3, Carol. Well, you can ask. So that's Button and Jennifer after Carol. So don't pick a number or anything yet, guys. Just Carol. Okay, Carol, you got the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Whoa. I'm going to have to turn this over here so I can see the cards. Okay, this is for Carol Josephson. Josephson. Whoa. Wow. That one just flew right out. Deep replenishment. Retreat. Rest. Be held. Okay, so what I'm getting here, Carol, get up here. What I'm getting here is that you've been under a lot of strain. And the card calls for you to retreat, back away from whatever it is that's causing you the stress, right? Back away. My dad used to have this saying. He'd say, I don't have these problems. Whenever I would like phone my dad and I would have a problem and I would be crying or whatever. And he'd say, I don't have these problems. And what he was trying to tell me was he has no experience with those problems. So he can't advise me, right? So sometimes we need to back away from what is ever causing us stress. And you need to rest, retreat, rest, and replenish. All right? You're pouring out a lot of energy, and it's like it's going down in a bottomless pit. And if you continue to pour, you're going to empty yourself out for no reason other than to pour yourself into a bottomless pit. It's like pissing down a well. You'll never get filled. So please back off from whatever it is. Retreat. It doesn't mean you can't be supportive. It doesn't mean you can't love. It doesn't mean you can't pray for. But you personally have no control over what's going on, and you need to back up. It's on safe mode. You need to back up and look after yourself. Does that make sense, Carol? All right. Just give me a second here. I believe Button was next. Okay, Button, do you have... Button, do you have a first name? If you can just give me your first name. It's easier for me to connect with your actual name. It does feel that way sometimes. It's almost like I hear what Bev is speaking in a tunnel and I become completely focused on words. Oh, cool. Monique. Okay, Monique, 1, 2, or 3. I get flashes of things, and it's not necessarily they're just symbols. So for instance, when my dad would say, I don't have these problems, it meant that it wasn't for him to solve them, right? 2, you got the animal oracle cards. Let's see. These are really big, and I don't know why I picked them because my hands are stiff. This is for Monique. Oops. Whoa, jumpins. No, you can't have all of these. So I'm going to take the top one and the bottom one. Okay? And you got 2 cards. You got the Orca Whale, which means adventure. Dare to do things differently, Monique. Sing your wild song. Okay, I'm going to read what the card says. Then I'm going to tell you what I'm getting from it. I will read both cards, and then I will tell you what I'm getting from them. So don't speak, okay? You got the Orca Whale. And the Orca Whale says, dare to do things differently. Sing your own wild song. It says sing your wild song, but I'm hearing sing your own song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Ooh. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. Okay, so that was your first card. Now the second one is the dolphin, and it's upside down. So the dolphin is play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence. Exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. So what I'm hearing is you've always been on the outside looking in. And you've always tried to fit. And God, this is just a reoccurring thing. As the world awakens right now, as all the touched people awaken, we're getting the same message over and over and over again. Dare to do things differently. Dare to sing your own sweet, wild song. Right? You don't have to fit in. You need to sing your own wild song, and you need to play with it. Nobody is. Stop trying to be somebody you're not, because you will never be a perfect copy, but you will always be imperfectly perfect in your own skin. So please, stop trying to please everybody else. You are so strong. And unfortunately, you've been binding yourself within your own strength so that people don't look at you oddly. Don't do that, man. I want to break free. I want to break free. Do you feel it? I want to break free from your lies. You're so self-satisfied. I don't need you. That's you, Monique. There's something screaming. You gotta be yourself. 100% perfectly imperfect. Broke the mold. Okay? I have been struggling with fitting in and getting criticism for being myself lately. You know what I got to say about that, eh? Starts with F and ends with U. You know what I mean? I'm not saying be mean. I'm just saying when you begin to become who you are, who you were meant to be, your personal path, right? The people start to realize that they can no longer manipulate you because your eyes are now open. So pay attention to those who criticize you for being you. Pay attention, because the more you become yourself, the thinner your friends and family get. Trust me, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay? Fudge me. Starts with F and ends with U. I Lola granola chicken dola. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle the cards again, and then I'm going to read for Jiminy Cricket, Jennifer Jacks. You make my heart go clickety clack. Give me. I'm not saying you have to be. There's so many people in the world right now that are going, look at me. Look at me. I'm this, and this. And I respond to this, and this. Look at me. But when you have 90% of the world saying, or 90% of the civilized world saying, look at me, they want to be recognized as an individual, but they're just repeating the same behavior as everybody else in the crowd, going, look at me, look at me, look at me. Dare to be different in your own beautiful, loving way, right? Thank you, Joanna. Now, did I get a number for Jennifer? Did Jennifer give me a number? Hey, we'd be. Absolutely. Where did Jennifer go? Where did Jennifer go? There she is. 1. You picked the Universe Has Your Back card. Yes, I thought they were the Soul's Journey card. They're very similar. This is for Jennifer. Hi, Amir. How are you? Whoa, there we go. Now, see, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to do that again because the cards flipped as I said hello to Amir. So I don't want to get this wrong, okay? So I'm not going to say hi to anybody. This is for Empress Jennifer. Holy crap. A whole book fell out. Okay. First and last. Whoops. Of the pile. Wow, and they're both upright. Okay, you ready, Jennifer? My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. But what I've learned recently is the I comes from, we don't say I. We don't say I want or I need. We say I attract, or you know, not I want, it's I am. I am wealth. I am love. I am abundance. Okay? So be careful how you manifest, all right? And there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. I think that's a lot of that stream of love, Jennifer, is coming from this, not this channel, but from these visits we've all been having together. Can you feel the love? So you realize that your energy creates your reality, and you need to focus on all the love that is lifting you up, and create your reality. It's no different than Dare to Be Different, is it? It's a reoccurring thing. These are different decks of cards too. Mrs. V, would you do an interview with Alex Jones? A homesteader interview would be great. Alex Jones and me? Seriously? I don't know if he asked me. Why? Can you feel the love tonight? That's actually true, because I know how to manifest things and it works. And it's actually very true because many people who follow gene decodes send me prayers, and one shocked me with a gift. What is gene decodes? That is the last reading for the night. I just want to visit. And I have another live after this. I don't want to deplete myself too much. Alex Jobs is Cabal and Mossad. Who's Alex Jobs? Really? Since I don't even know what the Cabal is. Isn't that funny? I don't even know what the Cabal is. Somebody explain it to me, because I don't know. Right? I mean, well, thank you, Rumble Bunny. If I can get through, I will suggest it. He always talks about our creator and gardening. I think it would be enjoyable. I think Alex Jones suffers from the Cassandra syndrome, and I've been accused of that myself. And the Cassandra syndrome is where you constantly see the truth or see the future, and no one believes you. And things are just crazy enough in this world that, okay, let's put it this way. We have God and we have science. And we were given freedom of choice to choose whatever path we choose in life. And there's no reasons science can't be a part of faith. I'm not a Scientologist, trust me. But the way I look at it is there's two sides to every coin. For all the people that deny God and say, science is God, and for all the people that deny science and say there's only God, there's always that choice, and it's a very fine line to walk. And Alex Jones has been right many, 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 many times. He's also been made to look like an idiot many times, because guess what? He's got a 50-50 success rate. I've seen some of his stuff that's so old that he probably was on VHS. And he predicted this whole pandemic and everything. But I mean, that was going to happen eventually anyway. So U2 has his name as Taboo. What do you mean taboo? Anti-New World Order global government. Well, that's good to know. But, I mean, everybody, with so many people trying to be noticed and demanding inclusivity, that all we get is a whole crowd of people sounding and looking the same, ridiculous, and all saying the same thing. Okay? So in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. That's all I'm saying, right? Controlled opposition. Really? I never thought about that. You're kidding me, right? Just for saying his name? Holy crap, Bubba. No way. Well, I guess we'll just... Well, I mean, I've watched him for years. Ever since I've had the internet. Ever since I knew what YouTube was. And I always thought, for the longest time, I thought he was nuts. Until stuff he was talking about started lining up. A lot of stuff he talked about started lining up. So I just went, okay, I'll keep an open mind. That's all you can be, right? That's all you can do. You know, I want to talk to Joe Rogan. I want to talk to Joe Rogan. I want Joe Rogan to ask me anything. 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 Except to be unfaithful with my husband. I wouldn't do that. But I mean, when it comes to my thoughts and feelings on things, I would love him to ask me anything. That's like a bucket list thing. And I've sent things to him before, but I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen. But one of these days, I'm going to get to talk to somebody I've always wanted to talk to. And Joe Rogan's right up there. Wouldn't that be wild? A channel got a strike because they were talking about his case and they took some of his videos. Do you know what? Facebook took my post down that said, wow, it's worse than I thought. YouTube actually takes 45% of my income, not 30%. And after a couple of weeks, they took that down. It was against their community guidelines on Facebook when I was only telling the truth. Oh my God. What return, Addie? Okay, I'm not sure you're, please be more specific with that question, Rumble Bunny. Since he said if people don't want to have kids, they should off themselves. Joe Rogan said a lot of things that have been misinterpreted, right? Joe Rogan has said, and he's allowed his opinion, right? I always wanted kids. Hell, I wanted 15 of them. God said, let her have C-sections. Okay, 2's enough, right? Well, yeah, exactly, Emirs, but I can't, I'm not allowed to do that here. I'm not allowed to do that here. I'd like to see that clip and in what reference it is. Right? I mean, he had to go, he went through all this backlash because he used the N-word in a way like I used it once. When I was on my reading channel, or we were talking, someone said, you know, can you read this book on your reading channel? Can you read that book on your reading channel? It's like, no, I can't. And they said, why? I said, because the N-word's in it. But I said the word. I said, I will never be able to read like Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn because that word is in the book, right? And because it was a word of the times, but I'm not allowed to read that book, even though it is some fantastic literature, right? Pulled down all the time, and she doesn't know why. It's just Facebook and her post. That's why I'm on Gab. Everything I post on Facebook, only 10% of the people see it because they're constantly have me on shadow ban so that you only see so much. right? But everything I post on Facebook, I post on Gab, and you'll see it if you go there. Mrs. V, Owen Schroyer, an InfoWars host, is in prison for saying "60 days in federal prison." Wow. I wanted lots of babies. Got given infertility and a miracle of one special autistic son. There you go. There you go. Right? My son is on, my youngest son is on the spectrum. And you know, I mean, I wanted like, you know, how when we were first together, Howie said, "We don't need another child. We've got Arthur." I said, "Yeah, but you know, I do not want to deny you the right to, you know, pass on your gene pool." And he thought I was nuts. All right. Well, Martina, it's all coming back soon. It's all coming back soon. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the world. And there's people like Russell Brand that they just cannot shut up by having these allegations come out about him. Nobody's pressed any charges. It's a smear campaign. So that people won't listen to people who speak the truth. Hey, Manette, how's it going, sweetheart? Well, pretty much. Look at how much I'm allowed to say and not say. Right? But oh, my computer's coming back. My computer's coming back tomorrow. And I'm really looking. I got to take tomorrow and clean up my desk and all that fun stuff. My Tom and I together turned out neither one of us could have kids, so I know it would meant to have them. So I have fur babies. There you go. Cold, tired, and trying to figure out this. What? Trying to figure out this Wild Game November video, whatever that is. Jean has a website with the truth about things we have seen programmed to believe. Oh, honey, you're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. I will only dive so deep because there's things that I know that are actually going on in the world that would destroy me to actually, I mean, I've done some pretty deep diving and I had to stop when it was making me physically sick. It was making me physically sick. So I give I know if you can think it, God forbid, if you can think it, if you can think the most horrible thing that could happen to somebody or something in the world, if you think the most horrible thing that can happen, there's a psycho out there dreaming about making that come true. There is a lot of beautiful people and good people in this world. And there's a lot of dark, right? And we just have to keep going forward, shedding the light to keep the darkness at bay for those we love. That's all we can do. Now, listen, guys, I have 10 minutes until I go live on Reading with Beverly Volfie to read chapter 2 of Little Women live. All right. So I can't even tell people a fraction of what I know about things we have been lied to. Yeah, I know. I know, Jennifer. I know. I've been on YouTube for 14 years. 14 years. And I went from my son showing me how to, I wanted to send a video to somebody in New Mexico. A little knitting video. And the file was too big. And Briar said, "Oh, Mom, you got to send it. You got to send it. You know, you got to upload it to YouTube and then send them the link." And I went, "Why is that?" And he said, "Because it's like a platform. So you can send videos without it, you know, taking all day on your computer." I went, "Oh, okay." So he got this YouTube video or this YouTube account. I don't even know what it was first called. Right. But I know I had Mrs. Volfie as a Gmail address because I've been Mrs. Volfie for a very, very long time before YouTube when I was a poker player, online poker player. Anyway, 2009, about 6 months after I posted that video, somebody commented on it and I got an email. And I panicked. I called Briar up from the basement because he had his room was downstairs. And I called Briar up and said, what the hell is this? Who is this person? And how did they get my email address? And Briar started laughing and he goes, Mom, it's from your YouTube channel. It's probably public. That's how I found YouTube. Okay. 14 years later, you've seen, this is Bev, who's taken a deep dive in some really dark places and realized that there's a lot of nastiness out there. And all we have is our faith and to walk in the light, walk shining with the light. Okay. So I'm going to say a prayer because we got 5 minutes before I got to go. But please, folks, don't get angry when you see the dark. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. Shine brighter. And if you can't handle it, you hand that over to God. Everything else, we are God's hands. Do you understand? We are, I don't even want to say light warriors. We are those who walk forward, even when nobody listens. We no longer tell them. We just shine the light. And someday somebody will ask, how can you be so calm and so, or how can you be so peaceful with all this shit going on in the world? Because I know, I've seen how it ends, right? And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay for us. The rest, some people may call it the rapture. Some people call it ascension. Some people call it the big divide. You know, there is so many things it's called. But the truth is, when the time comes, those who have done their best to walk forward in the light of God's love, in the divine light of the Creator's love, and share that light, all right, we know where we're going. We don't have to see it, right? And the more we shine, the more the darkness attacks. So please, walk in the shining light of God. Okay, walk in the divine shine. Shalom. You know, merry meet, blessed be. May the force be with you, whatever it is. But don't let anger take control. Yes, I get upset. Yes, I get angry. I'm only human. Nobody's a saint. And if they are, I'm pretty sure they paid their way in. Okay? So let's just focus on when you see something really dark or something that enrages you, don't fuel that rage. Say a prayer, right? Because that is that horrendous thing that's going on, all right, is supposed to make you negative. So it's negative and it's showing you negative and it wants you to react negative. And that way you're feeding that energy. Don't feed that energy. Feed the light, okay? Take care. God bless. I love you guys. I lift you all up into my prayers. Sharon, we've got you, baby. Okay? Go be with your mom. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you Sunday. Mwah!